Hello? I'm trying to feel emotions. Like, do you not supposed to care? I'm just wondering, what happened to our old souls? What happened to the souls that we used to have? You know, like having dignity, emotions, feelings, gratitude, generosity, dignity, hope. We always wished. And what happened to praying? I don't know what happened to all these things. Like, I don't know if they've been warped out of us, or I don't know how. I just don't know. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how do it work. How do it work for a person to just... I wish I knew a scientist. Like, I really do wish I knew a medical scientist and a scientist to just, like, have a very good conversation. Matter of fact, you know what? I could just go to a school, Berkeley University, a school, to ask these questions. I wonder, do they know? I want to talk to somebody that been here a few decades. Like in the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, just until 2005. Then it just seemed like everything just got a little, I'm not going to say weird, it got out of control with things that I never imagined that would be on the earth right now. Like, I didn't think we would have the internet. I didn't know that the internet even existed. I didn't know what the fuck that word was until I found out what the internet was. Instagram, didn't know what that shit was until it was built on the app. Like, cell phones used to be fun back then, because you didn't use them motherfuckers like you use your cell phone now. Back then, we had brick cell phones, and you made one phone call and hung that motherfucker up because it was like, what, 10 cents a minute? It was very expensive to have one of those phones. Nigga, people used to still use, when somebody paid you, they'd use a motherfucking payphone because they existed. The things that we grew up on, that generations and years and decades grew up on, some of us caught it. Like anybody that's like over 60, like to 60 right now in my great age group, from almost 50 to 60, like, and a little bit older, it was so much stuff that was back then that was interesting that they took away. Like this beautiful, amazing woman. That's what I see. I don't see nothing else. That's just what I see. She mentioned some valid points today. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Like, we don't have no more. Yeah, we don't. We don't. It's not, Macy's not about to exist no more. Blockbuster, that's what I was talking about. Lovely. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Because you made a valid point. No Blockbusters, then Redbox. Now it's no Redbox. That was just, like you said, a Fire Stick. Downloading the app. It's not CDs, iPods no more. You can just use your phone. There's music. It's like the old things that we used to appreciate and we used to get and used to have and earn, not taking, is just not here anymore. And it feel like as they was taking those things away, you took away people memory bank, well, memories, bank, memories. Like, do you ever remember when the first time you had to use a phone booth, or you ever got stuck in one of the motherfuckers? Remember how you used to have go-karts that you can make with all the kids in the hood and y'all wasn't shooting each other, or your clothes didn't look better than mine, or you got the latest Jordans on, like, nigga, you have a clean fit on straight up across the board. That's it. Nobody got mad, it just, we had, every decade and century had violence. But this violence have came to a motherfucking extreme. Like, I'm just trying to, how do you feel like, what do you feel like now from the time when you was growing up as a teenager? Do you miss that era? Do you miss those days? Do you miss how we had a soul and we can feel? And we didn't like, I remember we didn't watch the news like that, but you know what? I ain't gonna fib to you. I used to make sure I knew what channel America Most Wanted came on when it came on, because I thought we were supposed to help find Adam, because Adam was missing and it was worldwide. And, you know, my mama had feelings about that. And then we had to talk about Stranger Danger. And I remember we used to have them stickers in the window for fires. And Stranger Danger, you know, like, you know, just what a good touch is, what a bad touch is. Like, I was just seeing was, did we lose our soul already? Like, did we just did we lose memory? Did we lose appreciating one another? Did we lose, like, I don't know. Like, it seemed like when the internet came here, everything changed so drastically fast. It just, I don't know, you guys. Like, one day, can somebody have a live, how do you feel from the time then when you had less worries? I mean, as a kid, I know we had less worries, but I just think about when you have gotten your first, like, apartment, a little studio, or your own little space. You know, you can have the homies come over. You don't have to worry about nobody setting you up, robbing you, none of that. Remember if you have some dope dealers out here, remember when the first time you sold your rock? I mean, anything you sold. Nowadays, you gotta sit down, make a motherfucker test it, have tests. I mean, it's more shit. Drugs can't have to take a COVID test just to make sure ain't no fucking fentanyl in there. It just seemed like we had more heart and soul, and we controlled our bodies, not the internet, not people. And just, you know, I just thought, I don't know, you guys, I didn't think I was gonna be an old lady, be an old lady, and things turned out this way. I wanted to be fun being old, you know, like, you know how your great grandmother was, your grandmother was, and other people's grandmothers and aunties was, and, you know, when you marry into the family, how they family was, and it was just so soulful, and not just soulful for everybody, every race, every color, every size, soulful. Like, you know, when we capped on each other, it was like a couple caps and that's it. Or then you capped on somebody, you got your ass whooped if they took it, you know, just like that. It wasn't nothing else. It was just a little tussle because you got a little bit out of pocket and you probably told the truth about something and everybody didn't need to know that. And remember breakdancing? Remember we said dance offs? You know, boogalooing? Like, it seemed like some stuff that's made for us here, it took away a lot of things. Now, I'm going to speak for myself. It didn't take it away from me. It's just, I miss it. It was more peaceful back then. It wasn't so much harder like it is now. Just mentally and physically. And how, you know, when you see something, it hurt. And I don't hear a lot of people say, that could never happen to me. Or I thought that would never happen in my household. I don't hear them no more. I hear that has happened in my household. So, one of y'all soulful people, because I know everybody have a soul. Mindful, thinking. I mean, it's some sad situations out here. Like, it still make me feel sad and hurt in the inside. Like, yes, it affects me in a way that I wish that I could still talk about when I was able to have a conversation with people. The privacy of my home, no internet, no wiretaps, no bugs in the fucking Google, bugs in your TV or phones, or I don't know. You guys have a blessed one. And I just want to know, how do you feel? Like, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And 2023, this year didn't start off like strongful that I was hoping for all, not just for one. Like the war that's over there in another country, even that affect me, because we have friends and family over there too. In America, just alone. If anybody if anybody could have a little time to do some research from each state, see how many deaths it has been since the new year of 2023. Everybody have, like, this ain't no joke. We have it's not, this is a little heartwarming for me, like, you have people out here attack old people, like, a nice, wonderful, hard-working woman, her life got snipped because of somebody else. I'm tired of hearing the word mental. No, your fucking brain work. Fuck that. Mental is what one of my family members had. It was, but I don't know how you get right and do right. I don't even know how you do the right thing anymore. Remember Spike Lee? Do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. I remember people used to march for us to do the good. Everybody. Shit, remember the song, We Are the World? Shit, we ain't no world. We need a remix of that, I promise you. Hashtag remix We Are the World. Today's version. Please, somebody. Please, please. We Are the World today version. Like, for real, like a sector. KJ, we could do it over here. Oh, we gonna kick ass if we did We Are the World. Oh, we gonna shut down every sector there is on YouTube, Instagram, all that. They gonna be like, we hate them motherfuckers. Shout out to you, KJ. Rest in peace, little mama. Because it wasn't nobody stronger than us. Because I'm part of that. Than us. It's possible. But see, me, I know how to conduct myself and mind my business. I'm not here to harm nobody. Physically, mentally, wordly, internetly. I was just so blessed to be able to engage with so many people. Maybe we wasn't used to the internet. We would see each other on the news, like CNN and shit. They'd be like, Oakland had this many people, Detroit had this many people, just different states. They show on the news. The news was a wonderful thing back then, and it's so horrible now. Like, I don't know. You guys have a good one, and if anybody would like to have just a funny challenge, just have some fun. Cause like y'all, when all y'all did the ether, I was sitting up there like, damn. I said, Pac, I think they owe you, hit them up. Pac was like, nigga, no, I had to talk to Pac that day. I was like, Pac, you hear these ethers? I said, these niggas is going in. I said, they ain't playing with wax, no scratching, no beat of a drum. They etherizing this shit. For real. Don't put none of this shit in nobody else. They gonna croak, I promise you. On God. Y'all did a fantastic job. And then, you know what? We need a virtual. I think this would be so just out of fun, everybody. A virtual fucking yearbook. Cause Miss Lovely, you making a nice, wonderful calendar. I don't know how to do nothing. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm computer illiterate. But if anybody like to just do something fun, anybody, my little 300 subscribers, my folks, y'all my dysfunctional people, because I'm dysfunctional. So if you watch my ass, listen, it ain't nothing but love and dysfunctional and trying to get a better understanding how the world works today. That's it for me. You know what I mean? But I just want to say one more time, you guys have done a fantastic job. Nobody never give you guys a pat on the back. So if I had ever had an opportunity to get on somebody's panel, I just want to thank the KJ community. Because you know what? 2017, man, couldn't nobody touch y'all. Couldn't nobody, nothing. Like, you guys did a fantastic job. And nobody never talk about that. Can we, talk about all the good stuff we had? And, man, Jesus Christ, I got some throwbacks. And there's some people on here that could have you remember. I promise you. I won't fib to you. They'll be like, man, hell yeah. Man, do you, Jesus. Yeah, if it could be a virtual yearbook, that'd be awesome. And we are the world challenge for today. You guys have a good one. Good night. And, this dysfunctional ass